What is the best way to tackle insecurity in Nigeria? Well, some people said it is by dividing Nigeria, while some people said it is by changing government. Some other persons still believe that the security agencies in Nigeria can fight against insurgency and restore peace and security in Nigeria.
Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, I beg, make on, I just remove that word, that place that put in Nigeria, remove it and put Biafra. The insecurity is ravaging the people that do not believe on the ideology of Sharia, which is me and you and every other Christians out there. So let us just remove that word Nigeria, say if Nigeria have any important thing to offer. But anyway, it seems like this our people is talking too much, but according to the information here, US experts have already said the only way Trump have already mapped out to settle the insecurity in Nigeria is through division. Yes, that is the only truth there. The military, the US military that is on Nigerian soil as of this moment, as I'm talking to you now, they have a lot of them in Maiduguri, in Yobo, in Zamfara, in Kebbi, and also somewhere around what they call it, Taraba. You understand me? All those ones that are just surveying the ground, giving information to White House on how to deal with the issue of division, or not the issue of settling insecurity, because you cannot settle insecurity. The people we are living with told us right before our very own eyes that they love their people. I was watching a debate earlier this morning, a debate by youths, I repeat, by youths of the so-called Nigeria, where one guy, and when I look at the guy very well, he wear a red cap, so I assume maybe he's from Igbo, he's from the Igbo speaking side of Southeast, or he's from the Benue, either the TV speaking side. He made a comment. He said that these guys, they were debating on the what happening in Jos. Listen good, for you to know that this country can never be one, and they cannot. There doesn't anybody want to tell me, you cannot gaslight me into believing that, oh, we are better off as one. So the guy was saying that all these miscreants that are doing all this bye every day, that the government or the people need to wipe them out. Do you know that somebody telling him, not even somebody, a lot of them inside the same hall were kind of, no, why must he wipe them away? They are Nigerians. My brother, are you okay? Oh, they are Nigerians, no need to wipe them away. But they are wiping innocent people away. So when they are wiping those people away, maybe those ones are not Nigerians. Let me say something that will even surprise, that will even make you to get angry more and more, because these people we're talking about are not even from this contraption called Nigeria. These people are from Senegambians, from Mali, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Somalia, Ivory Coast, and the rest of them. They say Fulani don't have identity. That is the problem. The only identity they have is anywhere the only identity, according to Bala Muhammad of Bauchi, he said the only identity the Fulani man can present is as I'm a Fulani man. They don't have a house, they don't have a land, they don't have anywhere, but they keep on killing people and taking over their land. When these people will understand what is happening in that zoo called Nigeria, it will be too late, because the population of non-indigenous is gradually surpassing the indigenous of that country. So in that hall they say, no, why must he wipe them away? They are Nigerians. I was like, so there's no point being together, because the ones that are with us, and I'm very sure those people, those youths that are defending these miscreants, are from that same area. Could you imagine that somebody who wore Ebola Ahmed Tinubu's cap tweeted thanking their brothers of a job well done in Plateau? Thanking them, said, thank you for a job well done, that you have restored our image. What image? Anyway, let me not waste much time. Listen to this, our brother, the excellent media house. He have a lot of explanation to give from the US expert, who says the only way to safeguard, or rather to save the lives, is to divide the country. Somebody, somewhere, somehow, have been shouting about this. Divide Nigeria to save lives. That is the motto of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, earlier 2012. Divide Nigeria to save lives. That is what American expert is coming to tell me in 2026. And people we are celebrating. Not even come to tell me in 2026. These people, they are kind of making too much noise. Nah, Raymond will come today, talk. Anoda will come, talk. This one will come, talk. All of them will just put in confusion on a confused human beings already. If you people want to come to do something, do it. This talk don't too much. Because the more they make promise of coming, the more these people are unleashing mayhem. Knowing fully well that any land they grabbed before the division of Nigeria becomes their own. That is the simple truth. So some people don't understand the game these people are playing. They know that US is coming. They know that Israel is coming. They know that division is imminent. And they want to do it anywhere they grab will become their own when the division finally comes. Anyway, I don't have much to say. Please continue listening to this, our brother. You will hear a lot. You will hear a lot. And please, as you are hearing a lot, make sure you share a lot. That is the only prize we ask from you. And you are hearing a lot. Please share a lot. We will come back here for more discussion from the comment section.
Well, whichever one you believe is good. However, a US expert has sent a very interesting and important message to Donald Trump on how to stop this genocide happening in Nigeria. Please, I beg you to pay very close attention because this news is very, very important and very, very educative. Oh, yes. Now, we are going to go down to the news, to the letter that he sent to Donald Trump. It is very, very brief, of course. But then, before we get down to the letter, I want to ask you now, watching me. If you're one of the persons that believe that it is by changing government that we can restore peace and security in Nigeria, I want to ask you just a few questions. Before this government, was there security in Nigeria? Was there? During the time of Muhammad Buhari, was there security in Nigeria? The answer is capital no. There was insecurity. People are dying almost on daily basis as we see today. Before Muhammad Buhari, was there security? During the time of Goodluck Jonathan, was there security? No. In fact, the 6 years that Jonathan spent in office as president, people were dying almost on weekly basis. So what is the assurance that you want to tell us or you want to give us now that if this government is changed, that the next government is going to bring security and peace and unity in Nigeria? What is the assurance? Considering also the level of, this terrorist group we've seen in the northern part. During the time of Goodluck Jonathan, it was only Boko Haram members, you know that. But now, as I speak to you today, Boko Haram is there, Bandit is there, Fulani herdsmen are there, ISWAP is there, ISIS is there, Al-Qaeda is there. Which other one? There are about 8 or 9 terrorist groups in the northern part of Nigeria in one country. So tell me the assurance you are giving me that if the next government comes in the next 8 years, they are going to secure Nigeria to become a safe place again. Tell me. Now, if you are the part or if you are the one of the persons that believe that, okay, let's divide Nigeria, that is going to restore security and peace and whatever. Let's be factual. If, for instance, now we divide Nigeria into 3, the south, the west, and the north, right? And of course, these terrorists operate in the north. What is the fate of those in the west and those in the south? Don't you think that this terrorist is going to invade the country in the west and the country in the south? Don't you think so? Please, I beg you to stay with me. We are going to learn in this video. And also, if you are one of the persons that believe that, okay, our Nigerian security agencies are going to, face and get victory over insecurity in Nigeria. Well, I don't need to tell you. Of course, we've seen several times in Nigeria where political leaders come out to say that, our security agencies are complicit of insecurity in Nigeria. They pamper them, they reintegrate them, they supply them weapons. Security agencies in Nigeria supply bandits weapons to attack the civilians. So what is the fate that if we allow our security agencies that they are going to beat, these terrorists? So you see that all this seems to be, falling one side. But however, we are going to arrive at a conclusion. Please stay with me. Let me read briefly what the letter that this Dr. Walid sent to Donald Trump. Then I will tell you something that is going to shock you. Now, according to this news, he said, Christian genocide, Biafra sovereignty, the only formidable solution, Dr. Walid first. Okay, so Dr. Walid is suggesting that dividing Nigeria is the only solution to stopping this Christian genocide happening in Nigeria. Well, let's see the facts that he gave. All right, breaking. Any solution ignoring Biafra will fail. Dr. Walid Farad warns Trump on alleged Christian genocide. A U.S. foreign policy analyst, Walid Farad, has reportedly told Donald Trump that any lasting solution to the alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria must address the Biafra question. All right. According to Farad, efforts that overlook the political and historical grievances tied to the Biafra will remain inconclusive and ineffective. Okay? Finally, this is the final part. It says, he argued that resolving the deeper structural issues surrounding the region is key to achieving sustainable peace and protecting vulnerable communities. The statement has sparked renewed debate over the role of Biafra in Nigerians' ongoing security and religious tension. The only solution to Nigerian problem seemed to be the recognition of Biafra state. So, according to Dr. Walid Farad, his own opinion is that Nigeria should be divided. In fact, he made it specifically that the question of Biafra must be answered, which is, creating the Republic of Biafra. Well, I must say that for me, I think that the division of Nigeria is the best way. My reasons are, of course, we know a country that is called Israel today, right? Israel is living in the midst of their enemies. I hope you know that. They are surrounded by their enemies. I hope you know that is why you see Israel is always fighting every now and then. From year to year, they are fighting because they are living in the midst of their enemies. And yet, they are living. You know that, right? So, there's a very popular saying in Igbo that Naman Jimbabu Yalogo. No, you can't say because your enemies are here and so you don't want to be. You want to go and be with your enemies to, to destroy your own. It doesn't happen. And of course, when you live together, when you divide, and with all sincerity from every country around, you can bring security and fight the insurgency. But as it is now, security agencies in Nigeria are not helping the issue. The other day, we saw the chief of defense staff came out to say that they reintegrate terrorists, that when they catch them, they don't unalive them, they don't kill them, they reintegrate them into the society or into the army. So tell me. And of course, in several cases, we've seen where army caught, soldiers that supplied these bandits money. Of course, we have also had what's his name? Sheikh Gumi come out to say that the government knows every terrorist by name and by location. He has said it on public news. So you see that the government, the security agencies are not helping out. So if you say that our security agencies are going to fight and defeat terrorists, I don't see how possible is that. If you say that the next government or another change of regime or the change of government, whichever one, is going to bring stability in Nigeria, how? Good Lord Jonathan couldn't do it. Buhari, who is also a Fulani man, couldn't, defeat his brothers. Now Tinubu is there, a Yoruba man, and we've seen the issue has gotten worse. And now you are telling me that if probably Atiku or Peter Obi or Kwankwaso, that if any of them gets there as the president, that is going to stop security. Let's be sincere to ourselves. However, I'm going to play a very short video for you where a Nigerian soldier said something that is very, very interesting about this I've just said. Please, I want to beg you to pay very close attention because this is very, very important. Please, listen to him. I'll back to tell you something that will shock you also.
So guys, I am surprised that a lot of you guys are nagging online saying that why would our chief of defense staff made a crucial statement like this, saying that Boko Haram and bandits should be pardoned. Are you surprised? Wait, now today we know say buying of people in Nigeria is politics. Now today we know. My problem I have with our chief of defense staff is this. As no being family member, they buy for war front. As no being cousin, and no being relative, they no fit turn down that request from the federal government. Because I know that appointment given to them, they take it like a very big privilege. And they take them like, see, if they no grab them to use them do unnecessary things, it no go better for them. And they no even reason them see one day they go buy. And they no reason them see for this world where we do. You can do your own and go. But the good things where you do, now you go speak well for your children. And now you go make the country better if you are no more. If those our past leaders commit a lot of atrocities like this, by now, this country be for even as far as we even decide here now, if this country for be more hell for us to stay. If to say our past government behave like this. So now I am not surprised by hearing this from him. I saw a lot of personnel, they will talk about them online. They will call them and then dismiss them, right? That is what they usually do. You understand? My point is this to every Nigerian. See, from today, you should not expect anybody that gets political appointment to speak truth or to come out and stand for you in terms of truthful way. You are not supposed to be expecting that from somebody with an appointment from federal government. They are all set of people. Forget about the discipline Nigerian army has, right? The ones they have been given the appointment, their way of life will totally change. For no reason. Nigerian army will say that we are brothers. Everybody's our brothers. And the same set of people that will call themselves our leaders, which are our officers, they will go behind the scenes to betray us after claiming we are brothers. Are we still brothers? When you go to see that they murder soldiers, and you take and like see, because in an appointment where they give you, you take and upon yourself, say, maybe they call a repentant Boko Haram, and we could they pardon them, Nigerian soldiers, they pardon them, right? I used to tell Nigerians that, see, soldier na soldier, but there are still people in the soldiers that have not exchanged gun battle before. Let us forget about the rank. Have you ever asked yourself that? You know, they even hear about some son of a ex-governor, son of a ex-minister, son of a ex-president, they buy for war front. Have you ever heard about it? You cannot hear it. You cannot. They know how to play the game more than you think. They will even serve in the Nigerian army from the beginning till the end. They'll even end up become 3-star Major General, 4-star Major General, 2-star Major General, and they will retire in the Nigerian army. Why? Because of what? They are well connected. There are a lot of people in the Nigerian army that have not even exchanged compared to before. When somebody they talk, nothing in play. Where this man now go come take an appointment like a privilege where they say, do you know how many soldiers they don't buy so far? I want to ask him, do you know how many soldiers they don't buy so far? I am not surprised. Look at the one, the other retired chief of staff. A chief of staff, now chief of staff. The one where retired when I retire, where come the list them, still government know people behind. Say you don't know why government keep quiet and no be the army responsibility to speak up. But it is the army responsibility to push the colleague, the junior colleague to the war front to buy them back. It's their responsibility. It's not their responsibility to question the federal government why they make us suffer when they make Nigerian army suffer. To tell you how useless we can produce leaders that are representing us.
Please stop using ChatGPT like it's good.
All right. Now, the issue is this. I understand everything the man said. What he said is not far from the truth. But you know what? He said the truth that he knows. Like, he's talking about what he knows, what he's aware of. That is just what he's voicing out. But behind this thing they call political insecurity is Islamization. Behind this political insecurity is Islamization. What is Islamization? Islamization is also political. Yes, it's a political Sharia movement where people in government use both armed and political tools to make sure that they push for dominance, to control people, to change people's culture, to change constitution. In one of my videos, I was talking about the danger of democracy, how democracy will end in this life. I talked about that, but people are yet to understand my point. You see, a lot of people who believe that Sharia is the ultimate constitution in the world, is above every other constitution, and therefore Sharia must be enthroned as world single constitution. A lot of people who are pushing, billions of people on earth who are pushing for this issue, they are only doing this because there is democracy, freedom of speech, freedom of association. They can go to different countries in the name of democracy. They can go to Sharia state, they can go to Islamic countries, so kingdoms that doesn't tolerate rubbish, they will go to democracy. And when it comes to democracy like America, UK, European Union, failed democracies like Nigeria and the rest of countries, then they will now start using this democracy to enthrone their agenda. Guess what? Anytime they conquer territories, e.g. in northern Nigeria, we have some states that practice Sharia state. Guess what? Sharia is the opposite of democracy. So what I'm saying is already happening before your eyes. Sharia is the opposite of democracy. That is the end of democracy. Sharia is bringing democracy to an end. They will tell you the way you go to toilet, what you wear, what you eat, who should rule you. Women should not go to school, like what is going on in Afghanistan of Taliban. They ban women not to go to school. Like there is no democracy with Sharia. So they are going to use democracy to enthrone this Sharia. It's a freedom of religion. We all have freedom in democracy to worship what we want. Yes, give it to them. Don't be biased. We must defend democracy. Those people who said they will defend democracy, where are you today? Many people are being killed. People who are Christians are being killed because they do not believe in Sharia stuff, or they say they blaspheme, they kill them, they do this, they kill them. Is that democracy? No. Is that democracy? If that is the kind of democracy people want, I don't want it. We must be able to understand that what the soldier is saying, calling political, is not just political. It is a movement. It is a Sharia political. You cannot mention it without putting Islamization there, because that is the core agenda.
It's not a ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia, and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. They mention names. I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know, presently in government, that the ones that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth.
Okay, my people, I believe here we go take end the video because this voice you have been hearing it over and over and over again. It's not something new. The agenda they have is what the Biafrans never allowed them to carry out. That was why they get angry. They got so angry and they have to travel all the way to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we all know this fact. And I would like you to also put some facts in place because actually I want to mention on we don't decry this thing for a very long time. They don't want to hear. But at this time around, it is either do or we'll buy together. So have a nice day. I'm a regular control to bless us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more interesting videos. Okay, my people.